Hello, happy Wednesday everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so we've definitely got the move to the downside, which was met with support down at the levels that we noted at 65,645 and the liquidity retest of 65.11. So that was tested a few times, so there was a lot of liquidity as a buy point of interest down here, which has formed an area to move up. There was obviously enough selling pressure to push it down without actually capturing any liquidity areas through here. And now across here. There was enough selling pressure through here because we had 3 hours where we couldn't break the 66,400. And so now that's a level of liquidity just above there where people are going to come up and target eventually as we come up into this area. This will be a target and an area where people are going to come up and they either want to go short, which will come up and push the market down. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. So what this is going to do is this is going to show we are either going to fall through and move down to lower prices, or we're going to meet some support here and go up. And once we meet this area, so right here we've got people who have got their stop losses, people who have got their buy orders to go long, they've got for breakouts, they've got their short buys in, expecting price to come back so they can move it down. So this is an area which a lot of activity is going to occur. So we are either going to come up, reject and go down, or we are going to come up, reject and move up to higher prices. Because we are coming in, as you can see, Thursday the 1st of August at 4 o'clock Brisbane time, Australia, we are going to be coming into the federal interest rate decision, and 4:30 is the federal chairman Powell will be having his announcement and his talk, which he does at those conferences. And so I feel that we're going to have a lot of sell-off. I feel that this is the case that we are going to be doing leading into this. So I feel that there's going to be a little bit of a sell-off, and then once we get an announcement on the interest rate, whether it's going to stay still, go down, go up, I think once we meet this time zone and there's information comes out, we go from uncertainty to certainty, and regardless of what the decision is, generally once there is certainty in the market, that's when it goes up. When there's a war that breaks out and there's uncertainty, markets shake, they lose momentum and go into a negative price direction. But once the war is announced, then price moves up. Once again, it carries on. So negative price action is fueled by uncertainty, and certainty fuels positive price direction. That's one of my little takeaways for today. So that's what we're looking at in this take. So I'm going to keep the liquidity retest zone because it was only just recently broken. We've bounced on it a few times, so it shows up as an area of interest. What I will put down though, because I do think that it will have, because these wicks flush out a lot of orders. So for every order, potentially there's a stop order so someone has bought here and their stop loss is placed at the low. So let's say price moves down and they go, yep, price won't go below here. So they place an order. And then once again, it happens again. So they get wicked out. So they go, all right, well, price won't go below this price at 65,578. So then they start piling in the orders there, all with the intention of having it all below there. And all that happens is this one wick takes all these orders out, and they all cover and they push up. So then they see price moving up, price comes away, it rejects without meeting this level, and then they'll all start placing their orders, all their stop loss orders from here, even down here. But all the stop losses, let's come back. Where are you? We're going to have a lot of stop loss orders, either just there, just there at the second last recent high, and then they're just going to be filling in there all these levels all through there, and so that's just going to get thick with orders as it starts to sell down. And then what's going to happen is the price is going to go bounce, reject off, potentially here at this level, which is a recent liquidity level of 65,322. So then at this level, there's the same thing as it happened once again. People have placed buy orders through here with their stop losses at this level at 65,322. Price is going to come down and it's going to shoot up through and take out all these orders. And that is the way the markets liquidate and move from imbalance to balance, imbalance to imbalance. And it just goes backwards and forwards in an effort to constantly try and balance the price, balance the market, but it becomes overweighted in each direction, and then the market moves through larger institution buying and selling to fill their orders on where they want price to go, but they need to balance their trades with whatever's in the market, and that's how they do it, through liquidation of retail stop losses and buy orders to liquidation of sell orders from retailers. So we are the liquidity as real estate traders, or this, from liquidity to liquidity, and that's how price tends to move. So what we can see here is this price is actually going up. So maybe we will just come straight up to this price, and that's fine too. Oh, let's just keep that really simple. Let's just tidy that up. There we go. All right. So these are our three directions. So we've got up and a rejection off that zone, or we've got an absorption and then a push through, or we're going to come down through these levels, liquidate, and move up higher. I don't think we are going to go too much higher through here. There's not too much liquidity through here by the looks of it. We have just come through the last 5 hours of Australian trading, so we are in the Asian session, and there's not too much to show for it. London is coming on, so that might come from some buying pressure. There's obviously buying pressure through this level, but now we've created two levels of liquidity, and yeah, so now we currently have a point of interest short. We do have a point of interest to go long through here, but we also have a deadline of sorts is tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock. So really we've got We've got almost 12 hours to go, 12 more hourly candles to get through to this level before we decide whether this does go up or whether it does fall down into lower prices. My general feeling is that once we get certainty, we are going to go up, but we never know until we see these prices moving in how they respond to these liquidity levels. That's it for today. So, so having said that, my move is that I am going to start placing orders as I move down into these liquidity levels. Take a dollar cost average buy-in, and then also noticing that we are still at this protected low of the recent high, so we will get volatility in this time over the next 12 hours, 13 hours, and we do have to bear in mind that there's an imbalance from 62,200 down to 61,400. We've got a strong level at 63,300. Let's just move out to the daily. And that's where we're looking. So we've got these levels. So there's a strong chance that we're just going to come down quick and then move up to higher prices. And that's it for today. All right, thanks guys. Have a great one and happy trading.